This film is called Flow Affair, Flag, Fan, and Flogging Dance. And it is a movie that you're going to want to know more about. So we invited the man behind the movie, who just happens to be an old pal of mine, Wolfgang Busch, to join us in studio. And he's brought a couple friends. We're going to introduce to them in a moment. But let's say hello to Wolfgang. Hello.
Hello, Larry Bear.
How are you?
I am very good, thank you.
You're looking really good. I thought you'd come up looking all tore up and stuff. You look very cute.
It's the makeup and stuff.
It's the backroom lighting we have here, right?
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Woo! Get it started.
We're old friends, right?
Keith, what you laughing about?
Listen.
Did I miss a spot?
Oh, you better put it together.
No, I thought you were going to talk about the time you saw her in the back room. But anyway, Wolfgang is a filmmaker. He's an activist, and we worked side by side as part of the New York local bear group, Metro Bears, a while ago.
Right.
Aren't we both glad to be done with them? Good grief, Charlie.
Why don't you say how you feel?
Let you explain that.
I told you, Melba, we keep it very raw in this room.
You ain't even introduced me.
You hold tight, Missy. You hold tight. Melba Moore getting cantankerous in the corner over there. She walked in. Melba Moore said, "Well, I'm going to introduce him now because I've been told by the divas."
Okay.
I'm trying to build a little
talking.
excitement. The legendary Melba Moore and the legendary Meli'sa Morgan are also here.
Yes.
And Melba walks in all quiet, dark glasses. Don't talk to me.
Did you know they were sisters, Larry?
You're not sisters.
Of course they are.
Oh, we're sisters in the name of love.
Oh, honey, yeah, just like Keith and I are sisters.
Mm-hmm.
We're just like, we're ebony and ivory.
Exactly.
We're not continuation of the culture talk, okay?
So let me just take you behind the scenes. So Meli'sa walks in and she's like, "Hey, y'all! Hey, y'all!" I thought you were going to bring us some food or something. She was so joyous.
Next time. Next time.
And then Melba comes in
Okay.
with the dark glasses and the all black. Don't look at me. Is this my pin
See, I
line?
didn't say that for you, did you?
It was my personality. It was my personality that jumped out.
There's another word that rhymes with that I'm not going to say.
Pull the mic up a little closer so we can hear it, baby.
Get close to Miss Melba.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Sirs.
Oh,
thank you.
gosh.
There we go.
There it is.
I was going to say something vulgar about you used to have something that big near your mouth, but anyway.
Oh, you better leave her alone.
You know it brings back memories.
That's a Christian woman.
Woo! I ain't seen Wolfgang Busch blush since the last time I measured him in my Debutz of Balls raffles. Anyway.
Well.
How you doing? How
Come
you
on.
doing?
It's a little warmish up in her.
I'm still doing it.
Not with me. Anyway, so Flow Affair is a new documentary that's going to be released by Art from the Heart Films, and you've enlisted these two world-class divas to perform at the launch party, which is going to be happening on Friday the 23rd. If you're going to be in the New York area, it's going to be at the LGBT Community Center at a suggested donation of $20, which is pretty cheap considering you're going to see two women that you would have to be paying a lot more to see elsewhere.
Okay.
But let's talk about the film for a moment because I've always been fascinated by flagging. Now, for people who don't know what flagging is, in like a sentence.
Okay.
He's reading it off a sheet of paper. I love that.
Flagging is I'm going to quote Mark because Mark put it. Mark put it in such wonderful words.
Yeah. Welcome to the real jungle, Meli'sa. Go on.
Flagging is an extension of a dancing art form, visually conveying the heart and soul of the music, and in the moment spiritually empowering experience without the edited thought process.
Right. So now,
Yeah, but how you do it?
What?
Exactly.
I'll just take a pair of flags and carry on.
Wait. I'm gonna bring this all to a halt. Anthony
Let me do it on
Lopez.
the thing here.
Anthony Lopez. Get to Keith's
sorry.
mic.
Come here.
Anthony
here,
Lopez,
baby.
one of our talent executives here.
Looking snatched this week.
Can Anthony do that dance?
Because she's a skinny bitch.
I know.
Don't even get me started. 25 pounds later.
Hater.
You're a flagger.
I was, yeah. I helped start a company that's going to be featured in the documentary when I injured my knees and I couldn't dance full out. And I saw this art form and fell in love with it. And it was literally an extension of my body at that point. And it's basically two flags that you can swing around. They're weighted and they create these beautiful patterns and really just give you this larger than life experience.
It's kind of Martha Graham with a disco beat. How about
And a
that?
flag.
In a figure 8 motion.
Okay. And so fan dancing is very similar. And we're going to learn a lot when you watch this movie, which I've seen, and it's really terrific. You learn a lot about what this brand of dance means to this very specific underground, the subculture of the queer world, and how for some people it gives them a chance to have beauty in their worlds and have artistic creative expression in their worlds, and so there's a new dance form that kind of combines flagging and the classic voguing, which was going on. Actually, when Madonna found voguing, it was kind of over. Like all the queens were like,
We're tired.
we're tired, we're moving on to something else. And this is called flogging, yeah, which is kind of like it's kind of like you do a lot of moving and then you freeze. Yeah, kind of.
Not quite.
Well, then
but-
tell us. It's voguing with a prop.
Show us.
Right.
Do you know how to flag or fan?
Yes,
Show us, do
yes,
it.
I know a little bit.
Do so.
But what's
Poor
the
Meli'sa
vogue
Morgan
part?
is just like she's
Well,
just gagging.
Flagging part.
You're
Horrified.
just gagging over there, aren't you?
I am like, okay.
You're awake, right?
Yes,
She's awake
yes.
now, I bet she.
No, what flogging is, when I worked on my first documentary, How Do I Look, which was about the Harlem houseball community, and then later started working with the flagging community, I was kind of wondering, what would these children do up in Harlem with the voguing if you gave them a pair of flags?
Right.
So that kind of inspired me to kind of invite those two communities together at the Door Youth Organization and just see what they come up with, because I was really curious to see what would happen. And needless to say, once you gave these children these flags, they were just immediately carrying on and
Yeah.
just like work those flags I've
It's
never seen
beautiful.
before.
It's absolutely beautiful to see. Too.
And then the next, I see, they're doing these traditional voguing poses, and even on the floor, they're still able to work these flags, which is really unusual. And I've seen the flaggers gagging when they saw these kids flogging. Really,
I gotta ask-
because
so I gotta
they're
ask
taking
you-
it to another level. They're
There was
taking the
gagging, There
flagging.
was flogging. Okay.
Yeah. So okay, so it's about 13 before the hour. This is your morning jolt on Sirius XM OutQ. I'm Larry Flick with Keith Price, and we're joined by Wolfgang Busch, who has created this movie that you need to see called Flow Affair. And Melba Moore and Meli'sa Morgan are with us. They're going to be performing at the launch of this great project Friday night, and we're going to be hearing about what they're up to in a moment. But I have to ask you. I've always wanted to ask you this, Wolfgang, because Wolfgang and I know each other many, many years. You're a big old white German dude, and you've been immersed in Harlem, mostly black gay culture, the underground subculture, for a really long time. How do these kids relate to you? Because if you haven't seen How Do I Look, it's a very loving extension of Paris is Burning. This is a loving extension of that. You've always been, doing the swirl, as Wendy Williams would say. So how do they respond to you? Seriously. Because you're a good-looking guy, but I would admit, if I saw you coming through, if I were a young queen of color and you were coming up through my neighborhood, I'd be like, narc.
Well, that's your stereotypical, view, but really
Does
once
that mean a narcotics person?
Yeah, like a cop.
Oh.
I'd be like, okay, what's
I'm
I
sorry.
would either
you
be,
have
you know
to
what I'd be
translate
thinking?
a little
Melba,
bit
you know what
over
I'd be
here.
thinking? I'd be thinking
I've been away.
either he's a cop,
I've been away.
either he's a cop or he's like a New Jersey married guy trying to get a little strange on the
Okay,
side before he goes
Right,
home.
right.
No,
Little drive
that-
by.
There's definitely a long history. I go way back to 1989 with Mike Stone as a gay black promoter,
Yeah.
and I brought promoters together for
Yeah.
fundraising for the gay games. and I became friends with Mike, and because of his background, he wasn't able to have access to clubs for his parties, and I did. So I learned early on, what's going on in the club scene and all this stereotyping and stuff. So I helped out Mike Stone to find clubs, and then he introduced me to the ball community, to Kevin Omni, and at that point I came in from the top of the community, and then I just learned their history, and then I was introduced to them one at a time, and then had my conversations.
Just a matter then of proving that you were real by being there.
Not only did I have at that point a long history with the gay black community, I've done always work for them and worked with them.
Well,
and I was always fascinated.
Well, you've done really great work with the community. And,
Thank you.
And again, the movie is called Flow Affair. Now, we are indeed joined by Melba Moore and Meli'sa Morgan. And I'm going to just fade
Can I go now? Am I done?
No, you're not done.
Well, he did good, though. I understand what it is. It sounds like a beautiful new art form.
It is a beautiful new art form, and that's a great way of young people who are trying to find the beauty in what can be a tough life.
And it's a natural artistic progression, for working with all these different communities and then starting to network them together to create new art forms. That's very inspiring to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're getting a little taste right now as we're talking of a song from Melba Moore's new duet album with Phil Perry. It's called The Gift of Love, and this is their take on You're All I Need to Get By. Let's listen to a little bit of it.
We got love, sure enough, that's enough. You're all I need to get by. I need, yes you are, to get by. I need you, baby. You're all I need to get by. You're all I need. You're all I need to get by. You're all I need to get by. Like an eagle protects his nest, for you I'll do my best. Stand by you like a tree, to anybody to try and move me.
Darling, in you I found strength where I was torn down. Don't know what's in store, but together we can open any door. Just to do what's good for you and inspire you a little higher.
I know you can't make a man out of a soul that didn't have a goal. 'Cause we got the right foundation. Yes, we do. And with love and determination, you're all I need. You're all I need. You're all I need to get by.
Good stuff. That's what they call real soul music, y'all.
Okay.
Oh, these booty bitches trying to do their runs with an auto-tune and all that shit.
Stop.
What was that, Miss Melba Moore?
Is that everything old ain't bad?
Honey,
Exactly.
it's just well seasoned like a good steak, girl. Don't even try it. All right, so that is Melba Moore with Phil Perry on their duet album, The Gift of Love. And you know what's really good? You actually look like this photo, Melba.
Praise the Lord.
No, you know, sometimes you look at these covers and it's like, oh, where'd you find that oil painting? You actually look like that. Look at you.
Thank you, Jesus, because he would say it if I didn't.
You know it's true.
That's so scandalous.
You know it's very true, Melba.
Yes,
So you've been
I can handle it.
You've been moisturizing, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
My husband's
Every
already.
day.
My husband's every day. You need to cleanse, tone, and moisturize, but you look
Every
cute.
day.
So, how did you and Phil Perry connect?
Well, you were reading the cover and the credits. Journalist by the name of David Nathan.
Who I used to work with at Billboard magazine.
Yes, and he really specialized in writing about soul artists. He helped to get us on the map and communicate our work to the public.
He's another one who likes to swirl, Keith. He's a short little British white dude.
Yeah.
What is it with y'all?
Well,
told you
it's
that's
the
one of
coming
the
together
reasons
of the
They like to
nation.
chocolate.
That
But
European
so go ahead. So,
flavor
but he's a
So-
great tastemaker of classic R&B.
Yes, he is, and he loves old school or classic R&B. And he put Freddie Jackson, my protege, together with me on a Time and Life project, and it went very, very nicely. So he tried to like extend that into a whole project, but Freddie had other projects, so he couldn't do it. So he went to Shawnee and asked if they had some artists there that might be interested, and Phil Perry said yes, and I said yes.
Phil Perry is the
He's
man.
amazing.
And his voice is still in good shape, and so is yours.
He's
How do you
excellent.
keep your voice in good shape?
Moisturize.
And sequins in the morning.
But it's my workout suit, baby.
I believe it.
Don't
I
be
believe
mad.
it. I believe
I'm
it.
not
So now,
mad at you.
so
I'm
Melba,
getting ready. I'm rehearsing.
you gonna go on the road?
Yeah, I'm always on the road. I'm going on the road with my one-woman play. It's called Still Standing, the Melba Moore story.
See, I'm just still sitting upright. The Larry Flick story.
I'm more like the breathing without a machine. That's the
Okay.
Keith Price story.
The, like one knee left story, the Keith Price story. But anyway, the legend Melba Moore here, and another legend, Meli'sa Morgan, is in the room. Miss Thing, you're looking. Wait, let me turn your mic on. There you go.
How you doing?
So you look. You know, I get there's proof, Keith.
Well, Melisa's my protege,
Really?
so I taught her
Yeah.
how to moisturize.
Well, because I was going to say, Keith, they're proof
looking
that
good, ain't she?
that old cliche black don't crack. What happened?
No, it's called Black
Baby.
Don't Crack without moisturizer.
Okay. So, but we need to do it.
The
We
key
need to.
is Vaseline.
Hey,
We're past
now.
moisturizer.
Okay.
After 30,
Yeah.
you better get some Vaseline, baby.
Okay, so Keith,
Keep those,
no more fiber pills, moisturizer. Just saying.
It works.
Yes.
So what have you been doing? I know we have your greatest hits CD here. We're gonna listen to one of your classics on the way out.
Cool. I've been working, writing songs. I have a song in the Tyler Perry I Can Do Better by Myself movie.
Wow.
That on the first week it sold like 1.5 million copies. So I have
Fantastic.
a platinum DVD with my song on it. Yes.
So
I've
Melba,
got
she's buying breakfast.
yeah.
Okay.
a song and Flow
Well,
Affair.
she's the one in the family that got the money.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I was the
go
one
for
writing.
go for the 3 egg omelet today because Meli'sa got some money. Go
Little
on.
salmon.
So I've just been writing and
You could have brought us
touring.
a pound cake or something. You got the
You
coin.
know what? I'm working on an entertainment show. I'm gonna bring y'all something to eat. We're gonna work on that. Yeah,
see.
we're gonna
They
work
always
on
say that. You know what happens? Nothing.
They never come back. Or when they come back, they don't talk to us. But that's another story.
I know. Suddenly they'll be like on Heart and Soul. We don't need those fags anymore. Anyway.
Y'all a mess. Mess.
I think we
Nobody's
just got
nobody's
it.
just looking at me like,
No, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because actually, the gay community's always been very supportive of all
Of
kinds
all-
of artists.
that's right.
Regardless of our beliefs or our different cultural backgrounds, if you thought we were great artists, you supported us.
that's right.
Yeah.
And we still do.
Yeah, I'm doing something in Atlanta, May 9th, for the gay community. You know, they're doing their gay parade, and this is part of their show and festivities. I always love it.
And we know that, and honestly, y'all wouldn't get in the room because I'm a nasty bitch.
Ooh,
You already know that.
you said.
Y'all wouldn't get in the room.
And you can't fake this kind of funk. You can't
Oh,
fake
No,
it.
you
can't.
can't. No, you
You
can't
can't.
fake it because
Uh-uh.
there's nothing but absolute love for
That's
all
right.
of you in this room, and we want to thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
Melba Moore, Meli'sa Morgan, they're going to be at the LGBT Center this Friday night to help launch Flow Affair, a new documentary about a part of queer subculture that you need to know more about. And the movie is called, again, Flow Affair, and the web address is flowaffair.com, correct?
.org.
And what was that?
Flowaffair.org.
Oh, it's .org. I'm sorry about that. Flowaffair.org. And there's also artfromtheheartnyc.org that you could check out. If you miss those addresses, just find me, and I'll make sure you get them. And Wolfgang, you know what? You're a good dude. You're a very, very creative guy. And I've always known you to have your heart in the exact
Thank
right
you,
place.
and I really appreciate you and Melba and Meli'sa. It's a real blessing.
Well, I think all three of you have to come back and hang when we have more time.
We will.
Promise? Promises,
Yeah,
promises?
you're wonderful.
Please,
And I'll
please.
bring something to eat, for God's sake.
I enjoy salmon and fine chocolate. So anyway.
Me too. Me too.
Okay.
All right, and so get the for all the favorite songs by Meli'sa Morgan. Get "Do You Still Love Me," the best of Meli'sa Morgan. Get Melba Moore and Phil Perry, "The Gift of Love," and get Flow Affair, flag fan, for Christ's sake.
And we're going to be
Flow
selling
Affair.
all of those tomorrow.
As long as
Yes.
you're flowing, it's okay.
Okay. And Meli'sa and Melba are both featured on the soundtrack, and you need to get this soundtrack. It's a really good collection of songs. And thank you again.
Thank you.
An
Thank
absolute,
God,
Joe.
it's an
Thank
absolute
you.
honor to have the divas here, and of course, anything for a dear old sister.
Okay.
All right, stick around. There's
you,
more
Larry.
here on your Morning Jolt.